Hey everyone, Home Queen Bee here. Have you ever started your cooking adventure like this? Yeah, that happened. So, it is what it is. This is what we are having for dinner today. Hubby is gone back to a graveyard shift tonight, and so technically it's his breakfast time. And y'all, I was gonna make chili, and then I decided, you know what, we're gonna have omelets because I just felt like it. And it's quick and simple, and honestly, always a hit, and it's perfect every time, y'all. So this is what I had for filling for the omelets: mushrooms, some honey ham I found on clearance, some baby spinach, and you just throw it in a pan with some avocado oil and let that saute up. So y'all, this is the easiest way to make omelets. I am not kidding you, and they will be perfect every single time. And make sure you wash your hands after you touch raw eggs and all that fun stuff. But y'all, perfect omelet is 2 eggs per omelet. I actually start with 4 eggs in the bowl, but add a cream. Heavy cream is what I wound up using. If you have half and half or even just plain milk, that's fine. If you wind up needing a non-dairy version, almond milk or something, that works too. So a little salt and pepper too in that bowl with the eggs. Saute up your fillings and just get them a little cooked. So y'all, the omelet pan, I'm going to slow it down so you can see what all I do here. It's so easy. Melt butter in that pan. Make sure the pan is hot. I also add half a cup of salsa to those veggies over there. And make sure you cook out all of the moisture from the salsa. But y'all, it is the perfect thing to add. I didn't have to dice up onions, tomatoes, and add a bunch of seasonings. It's all in that jar, y'all. Super convenient. So make sure that butter's fully melted completely and that the pan is hot. Now, it wasn't hot enough here, so I had to wait and pause for a little bit and come back. It still probably could have been a little bit hotter on this first omelet, but make sure you whip up those eggs and get some air into them, and then pour 2 eggs worth, so half of the egg mixture that I had in that bowl approximately. And y'all, this is where the magic happens. You just, 1, have to let it cook, but 2, and this is where I realized the pan still wasn't very hot, you just pull the edges in. And next time I do that, you will see what I mean. When you pull the edges in, the liquid will then fill in the empty spaces. And that is how you are going to wind up with the most perfect omelet every time. So you just pull in those edges and then let it set. And the minute you start seeing those edges get a little bit thicker, you pull those edges in. And you keep doing that until there's no more liquid egg to fill in the space. So keep an eye on what I'm doing here. So that was round 2, technically. Now I'm going to have to pick up the pan, and I can tell I'm going to have to pick up the pan and tip it to fill it in because it's starting to get cooked all the way. So one more time on the other side. And then this is where you're basically done pulling. You can see me shake it. There's still some liquid, but not enough that I can pull it. So you just got to let it sit and cook. Once you're able to shake your omelet a little bit and it doesn't jiggle and there's no liquid eggs left, that's when you can add your filling. And y'all, you can do any kind of filling. I just did what I happen to have, but you know, chop up some pre-cooked bacon and eggs, throw a little salsa in there, and that's, or not eggs, chopped up bacon and salsa and cheese, and y'all, you have a meal. Like, you have a really great high protein meal. So adding some pre-shredded Monterey Jack, because that's just, and cheddar blend, that's just what I happen to have. Y'all, I have to go let the dog in. So while I'm doing voiceovers, life doesn't stop. He thinks he needs in. So y'all, you just fold the omelet over. And then again, let it sit because you want the cheese to melt and everything to kind of stick together for a second. And then you'll wind up pulling it out of the pan. Y'all, my day was supposed to be making chili today. And so this round, it will be a better example for you of the omelets. So this is where you'll see right away, pull it and you can tell it's dragging. Pan's a little bit hotter, a little bit ready, more ready than the last time. So I wind up doing it a little bit quicker, which makes it happen a little bit more. And it produces a little bit fluffier of an egg when you're able to do that. So y'all, make sure you get your pan hot enough, unlike I did the first round, but it's okay. It still winds up being amazing. And y'all, you'll see, because in the end, hubby ate every single bite. The kiddo ate every single bite, and I ate every single bite. So perfect portion also for a meal. 2-egg omelet with filling, 1 piece of toast, good to go. And like I was saying, you can add whatever you want. Sausage, bacon, mushrooms. You could do onions and things fresh too. I just happened to do salsa this time because it's so quick and convenient. And so there was no more liquid egg jiggle. Add your filling, add your cheese, fold it over, and let it heat through, and you're good to go. So y'all, what else do you want to see me cook or show you examples of? I am pretty versed in just about everything. I love using a crock pot. I like making soups, and things like this. Omelets, egg bites, quick and easy breakfast ideas too, you know, as well as healthy options. So I'm always down for looking up recipes myself and finding things. And y'all, I don't follow recipes, but I will look at examples of what people do, and then I make my own versions. So y'all, like and subscribe to Home Queen Bee, Slot Queen Bee, and be sure to make it.